The NFL is coming back to CBS, baby.
Yes.
Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson will return for their 8th season together, calling the CBS marquee game each week, including the Thanksgiving Day game, which is in Detroit. In February, the crew worked Super Bowl 58, when more than 123 million viewers on average tuned in to CBS. It was the most watched telecast in U.S. television history. Tracy, Jim, and Tony join us right now. What's up, y'all? How you doing?
Wow. Can you top that?
Are you excited, Nate?
I'm excited. I'm excited.
You just got me excited. I can't wait.
Yes,
And this is the best trio in all of TV. Jim, I'll start with you. What makes this combination so special?
Well, it's like the three of you. We love being together. And by the way, this is the first time we've been on the air since February 11th, and 203 million people sampled that game.
Wow.
To your point, most watched show of all time. Emmy Award-winning show. Emmy Award-winning sideline reporter.
Yes, shout out to Tracy.
We
Big time
just
Emmy.
have fun. I can't wait to get the journey started.
Yeah. Tony, big question for you. Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep.
You know, they are the premier team. The question is, can they do it again?
What did he tell you? Patrick told you Dynasty, didn't he
Yeah,
say?
so I asked him, I said, you know, after Super Bowl 58, the Kansas City Chiefs are. And he paused for a second, looked me in my eye and said, a dynasty.
And is that what
I remember that.
I thought that was a great moment, too. I've never forgotten it.
And I think that they're already a dynasty right now. What they're trying to accomplish never happened in the Super Bowl era. And I know from quarterback's perspective, a lot of quarterbacks have tried. People ask me who's the biggest challenge of the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it's the Kansas City Chiefs. Just the mental fortitude it takes to win it once, then to come back. And people always think, oh, they just went. There's plays that could change in every game they could have lost on that road. And they had a really rough go of it last year during the regular season, turned it on. This one's going to be harder.
And there's also the off-the-field stuff, more popularity, TV commercials,
But Tracy,
endorsements.
there are so
that plays a role in how guys come back to the field
Everyone
with the same hunger.
But yeah,
Everyone thinks they're the reason.
Yeah,
but
everyone thinks they're the reason.
It's not just KC Chiefs versus KC Chiefs. There's some other teams out there in the AFC. Tracy,
That's
walk
what
us
I was
through.
going to say, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the obvious ones, you have Baltimore, you have Miami.
Yeah.
I mean, C.J. Stroud and Houston right now in his second season, they are stacked, especially on the offensive side of the ball. They get Stephon Diggs from the Bills.
Yeah.
I really think they have a chance to do something this season. And then you got to throw in the Jets.
Yeah.
Right?
Aaron
If they
Rodgers,
can stay healthy,
Yes.
they really, and you look at the AFC East, they have an opportunity there.
Well, there's the word, if they
Long-suffering
can.
Jet fan.
There's a few in here.
But there's the thing, if they can stay healthy, what do you predict? What is your prediction, Tony, for Aaron Rodgers?
If Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, I think this team can actually dethrone the Chiefs.
Do you?
I actually believe, the biggest thing is it's going to take Aaron a little bit of time, I think, to get settled back in. With an injury that long, you just don't come right back. The sport is too physical, too fast. But he's Aaron Rodgers. He's incredible. But they have a good coach, good staff, and their team has actually got a ton of talent. They just have been missing this position, and this is going to be a fun one if you're a Jets fan.
Jim, first game of the season, we have Raiders, Chargers. Harbaugh's back in the league.
Harbaugh,
And he brought a whole different energy. He's doing the sleds. I know he's running around. He got dad slacks on with the bifocal glasses, going crazy on the football field. The question is,
Dad slacks.
how does that translate? Is it going to work?
Will
these guys follow their lead?
Guaranteed.
What are you looking for in this
work.
game?
It works everywhere he goes. The man has the golden touch.
He does.
He's done it everywhere. We're going to see them a lot. This crew right here, in fact, 3 of the first 4 weeks. I think it's one of the biggest stories in the entire league. Is Jim coming back to the NFL.
One of the other big stories that has nothing to do with football is Tom Brady's going into the booth. He's going to be your competition. If I was Tom, I'd be calling you Tony. I'd be taking
Calling Tony, Jim, and Tracy.
Yeah. Well, I'm
He
talking about
has called
quarterback to
Tony.
quarterback to say.
We all know Tom well.
Yes.
You got to remember.
And I like
Jim's
Tom. We
done
all
the
like
most
Tom Brady, yes.
Tom Brady football games of anybody.
Over 100.
Yes.
100 games.
So what's your take on that, guys, him going into your line of work now?
I think it's great. I think it's great for the industry that people want to go into this, this position and these roles. I think you find that the NFL has that, the grab, and this was not always that. Troy Aikman, I felt like really started this.
Yeah.
And
it's true.
Now it's part of, possibly an arc of your career, but Tom's going to do great. Y'all think he's working as hard as anybody?
Obviously, he knows the game. He's going to work hard. He's going to prepare,
he knows
right?
the game, yeah.
Right, he knows it. So, but what's your piece of advice to him to carrying it off well?
We don't want to give him advice. We don't want that.
I'm just always curious about how people work.
Good. Yeah.
Tracy.
No, nothing? All right.
Tracy,
all right.
Tracy, you know,
She said not to.
we were all at the NFL offices yesterday, learning about some of the changes in the NFL. One of the big ones, the kickoff this year. They revamped it.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it more appealing, safer. They want viewers to tap in and not walk away and go get chips when that part of the game is on.
True.
What do you think about that new aspect?
We're still trying to figure it all out. I mean, we spent, as you said, about 45 minutes at the NFL headquarters trying to figure out the new rule, and it's going to take some time.
So what is the new rule exactly? What is it?
So it's basically more.
I mean, you have 45 minutes?
So it's more condensed.
Yeah.
And you have a zone that you have to kick the ball into.
Okay.
Jim, I'll let you take it away from there. That's all.
Oh, you've had it.
Yeah, you keep going, Nate. It's definitely a little confusing. It's going to take some time to get used to. But for the NFL, their perspective is, it wasn't a relevant play anymore. Like you said, people were going to get chips. No one was returning the ball. It's a way to make it more relevant again, but also keep player safety at bay. And I think that's really important what their job is. I think it's going to take a while for everyone to get used to it, but I'm excited to see how it turns out this season.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce is going to be back on the field. He's also still in a relationship with Kate.
I knew where you were going with that one. Yep.
What took you so long?
What do you think about season 2 of that performance?
That performance. I haven't seen that performance. But,
All right, great answer. What about the Thanksgiving Day game? Thanksgiving Day game. You guys excited for the Detroit?
I wanted to hear that answer.
Yeah. That was Thanksgiving Day game.
yeah, it's big.
It's big, right?
Caleb
And
Williams,
Detroit was great last year.
Chicago, they're going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, from
doubt.
your vantage point,
The
great
Lions.
receiver that you were, look at the fleet that they have. Then you got the Lions, which was one of the great
The
feel-good
Lions.
stories last year. I think the Lions have the potential to unseat San Francisco and be the NFC champion this year.
Great.
I mean, they had it last year. They were so close.
Yeah.
I love the coach. We're excited about it. We also have Buffalo and Detroit in a doubleheader game.
It's going to be good.
Fun.
Jim, Tony, Tracy, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
2024 NFL
Walked into
season
that one.
on CBS kicks off September 8th on CBS and on Paramount Plus.